Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're all doing well. I am here today with a tutorial on this look. It is a bit of a different look for me. Just a black, sparkly, smoky eye with a nude lip. Bit of a going out kind of look. If you would like to see how to recreate this look, then keep watching. Okay, I'm going to start with the eyes, and I'm going to prep them with the LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's the HD High Definition Concealer. And just using a concealer brush, I'm just going to put that all over my eyes, and that's going to act as my primer. And I'm just blending that concealer out with my fingers. I just find it a lot easier to do, and I find that the concealer blends a lot better with my fingers. Now, for some reason, I'm doing my brows. It's the soft brown colour in the Maybelline Brow Precise. Just taking the spoolie end and brushing my brows through. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing my brows now. I just thought it was a good idea at the time. But upon reflection, it probably would have been easier to do a bit later. Now I'm just drawing the brows in with the pencil and brushing the product through again. On camera, it looks a bit more warm than it does in person, like a warmer undertone. But I think that's just because of the redness of my skin. I don't know. Because this pencil's not so forgiving, I am just cleaning up my brows with some of the concealer that I used before, the LA Girl one. Just making sure none of the mistakes are showing. Now for eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Balm Nude Dude palette. And the first one I'm using is Fearless, and that's going to go all over my eyes, act as a base. So I'm starting at the brow bone. I'm just using a paddle brush. I think this is from Gloss. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've used any gloss brushes. But then I'm taking Feisty. I didn't show, for some reason, me putting it all over the lid, that Fearless colour, but now I'm taking Feisty with a blending brush. I think it's from Models Prefer, which is from Priceline, and I'm putting this in the crease. This is going to act as my blending colour for when I do the smoky, like the black smoky eye. So this is going in the crease, and I'm just blending it through, just starting off with a little bit of colour, and I'll add more a bit later just to deepen it up. But I'm just getting the basic shape first. Now with a clean blending brush, I'm just going around the outer edge, just making sure that it's nice and diffused. This, by the way, is an e.l.f. blending brush, so nice and inexpensive. Now on the opposite scale, this is a by Terry Ombre Blackstar cream eyeshadow. It's like a crayon. This is in Black Pearl. I'm using this as a base for the black eyeshadow that I'll be using. So I'm taking it starting at the base of my lid, and I'm just drawing, not being neat at all. And then I'm taking a flat paddle brush, and I'm just sort of dragging it upwards, not to take it anywhere further than my crease. I'm just sort of stopping at the crease. pretty much just want to get the shape of where I want to put my black shadow. You can use any black cream eyeshadow or even a gel liner if you want to. Something nice and creamy that's easy to blend. You can see here I'm adding another layer because I want it to be nice and dark. So as long as your product is easy to blend, you can use it as a base for your shadow. This technique can be used for any colour. Smoky eye, you don't have to use black, you can use any other colour. You can use a gold, you can use a brown, you can use a purple, you can use a bright blue if you want to, it doesn't really matter. The same technique can be used. So that's the basic shape that I'm going for. Now I'll just do it on the other eye. With that same blending brush I used before, I'm just going over the edge just to make sure that it's reasonably well blended. Just before I go in with the black eyeshadow. Now I'm cleaning off the paddle brush and going into the Nude Dude palette into the shade Fierce, which is a black with some shimmer in it, and going over where I put that black base. If your black isn't super opaque, you can go in with a couple of layers. I think I went in with 2 for this one. Now take another blending brush. This just happens to be yet another Model's Preferred blending brush, and blend everything out. Now take Feisty again and blend that back into your crease. If you don't have the Nude Dude palette, Feisty is a sort of mid-toned chocolate brown, but sort of warm-toned, so you can use any shadow that you have in that colour range. Now this is where it sort of turned interesting. I decided to take the Balm Jovi palette with the shade REM, and I put that in the middle of my lid, so it sort of turned into a halo eye, sort of. And then I'm taking more of that black shade Fierce and going over the inner and outer corners and blending that out with the e.l.f. blending brush that I used at the beginning. Adding a bit more of the REM. Adding a bit more black. And we are blending with the exact same brush once again. So predictable. I think I was putting Adagio in the inner corner and dragging it up, and that's from this palette here. But then what I was pointing to was Merry Lou-manizer, or as they call it in that palette, Disco Disco. Because I don't know what I was thinking, but I was putting it in the middle of my eye. But trust me, it works. So I'm just putting that over the REM, the purple shadow, and then adding some more black in the inner and outer corners. And then blending that out with the brush of the hour. And then I'm taking more of that REM colour and putting that over the top of Merry Lou-manizer, which was on top of REM. So doing a bit of layering. Speaking of layering more black on top of black. Now time for some cleanup, because you'll get quite a bit of fallout from that black, as you'll see in a second. Ya. Now I'm taking the Maybelline Master Precise liquid liner and attempting a wing. I'm not going to bore you with all of the time and effort spent on both of my eyes, but you'll see the eventual outcome. Yeah, it was alright. Now I'm adding some liquid illuminator. I don't know what brand it is. I think it's Australis. I don't know. I got given a little sample of it from a friend. Then speaking of samples, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter that I got a sample, or this foundation, sorry. I got a sample of it from Mecca, and using the Stila Beauty Sponge, yeah, putting that all over my face and realising that the colour match was not quite right, but it'll do. Then with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, just going in under those shadows, using my finger because that's what I like to do best with my concealer, as I said before. To set this concealer, I'm going to take the Revlon Sculpt and Highlight Contour Kit, which was made in conjunction with Chloe Morello. I'm taking the banana powder, which is probably my favourite of the 4 powders in the kit. I'm going to set that concealer. For the rest of my face, I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Illuminating Powder, and this is the translucent, and you can see that I don't like the smell. But I'm just setting the rest of my face, going back in with that Revlon palette, and I'm going to mix the bottom 2 colours, the bronze and the contour colour, and I'm going to bronze up my face. You can see on my forehead that foundation didn't really cover the redness too much, but that's okay. Now I'm taking the contour colour and just concentrating that in the hollows of my cheeks. Now I'm taking the contour colour on a small brush and just going to make a shadow under my bottom lip. The Maybelline Fit Me blush in medium pink is going to be my blush for today. And I've got to say, I don't know if I got a dud, but it's not very pigmented. For highlighter, yay! I've got the Urban Decay Afterglow in Fireball. I was so excited to finally get this, thanks to Hayley at Just Buy the Makeup for the opportunity to get this in my hot little hands. But I'm using this on my cheekbones and my brow bones, and sorry for the really horrible camera work, but also putting that on top of the REM and the Mary Lou-manizer. Going back in with the Nude Dude palette and Feisty under my eyes, and I also went in with the Fierce shade, which is the black. Which I'm putting on right now. Taking the Revlon Colorstay eyeliner in black, and I'm just lining my waterline, and I'm going to do my tight line as well. Just making sure that it was repelled. For mascara, I'm taking the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Manga, and this wand annoys me because I always end up getting some of the product on my lid because of the end. So I unfortunately will not be repurchasing this mascara because of that. Otherwise, I like the formula, but just the wand is a no-go for me. Now for lashes, I've got the Red Cherry 103s and a bit of magic. I've got them on, and that's what they look like. They're quite long, and to fill in any of the gap that's missing between the lashes and my liner, I'm just going back in with the Master Precise from Maybelline and filling that in. We are in the home stretch, guys. It is time for lipstick. I'm using the MAC lipstick in Modesty. It is a cream sheen and it is my perfect nude. So I'm basically just going to put this on and we are done. So thank you very much for watching this black, shimmery, smoky halo eye tutorial. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments section below. But until next time, take care, bye!